So I'm in my tack room this morning, and we keep a lot of medicine, keep cold stuff, saddles, tack. It's a mess right now because we added the new roof. We had to put a new roof on after a bad hailstorm, and we extended the roof out on the tack room, and I don't quite like how it came out because I didn't factor in how low it could get. See this? But it's tall enough. It added some more space. Probably what I'll eventually do is put a wall right here and make this more like for a bunkhouse or a hand. Sometimes the guys come through here and need somewhere to stay. But in the process of us putting this new roof on, we swapped over to these 6-inch purlins and got rid of wood. All I had this was just a barn. The ceiling was wood. Well, we didn't take into consideration that my ceiling joists were going to have to be cut off because the 6-inch purlins was not 2x4s. And so the corner, this part of the wall, the ceiling was starting to fall, sagging. So why am I telling y'all? Why do y'all care? I don't know if you do or not. You might not. But I didn't want the tack room to be destroyed or the ceiling to be collapsing, looking all janky. So I climbed. I got up there. And my fat butt tried to get up in that corner, jack this ceiling back up, and tie it into And I don't know if y'all can believe it or not, but I'm too fat to get in that tight of a spot. I was always, all my life, the little guy, the small, skinny, get anywhere, shove him anywhere, I'll climb out. I was, all my life, I was the one sent underneath the trailer house. You know, when you grow up in a trailer house and it's underpinned, you always had plumbing leaks, and you always had dogs getting under there. Dogs is the worst thing in the world, get under there and pull the duct out. Y'all remember them old air conditioner units them trailer house units used to have air conditioner duct that come up in the floor, and it was just insulated plastic duct that run, and them dadgum dogs would tear the duct out, and I'd go up underneath there and I'd have to patch air conditioner duct, and I hated water leaks. Worst thing ever, one time the sewer line had kind of come loose, something had got in there, and I had to army crawl up underneath that trailer house, and I bet I wasn't 12 years old and get that sewer line back connected. My old man squatting down there at the hole. It's a 16 by 80 mobile home. You know, that's uptown. We was pretty wealthy trailer house livers. A big old trailer, you know. And he's hollering at me, holding a flashlight. What it look like? Well, when you're 12, 13, it looks pretty crappy. That's what it looks like. But anyway, and I was not no plumber, so I literally took boards and cinder blocks, concrete cinder block, and I propped up and blocked up the sewer line to hold it to catch most of the stuff. That looking back, that was not a very good job. But anyway, I don't know why all that had to come out. Then I couldn't get into that far corner, so I got about 5 foot back this way, but it still had a dip. It still had a little old dip. You could just see it. So I took, and I got these posts right here off a buddy of mine that's got a big sawmill, and I took some old 2x6s that were actually some of the porch ceiling joists, put them together, made a beam, called Reed, my neighbor who's a contractor, a builder, and we just took floor jacks, I picked it up, put my post up. Now, I got some punchy, good old, that's like old West, both sides. Look, over here, now holding up my wall. Now, and this is my casket. You can't really tell it's my casket. That's the roof. That's the door to my box. But that's my casket. And I'm going to be buried in it. They ain't making no money off me for no casket. Why does this matter? Because listen, this is something we got to learn. I was wore out tired, and my wife told me yesterday, please don't go work on the tack room. The only thing I'm worse than mechanicing is carpentering. I was tired. Sunday I'm supposed to try to rest after church and not get frustrated. She likes to enjoy Sunday afternoons, and if I'm frustrated, I ruin it. So I fell asleep at 8 o'clock last night. I was up this morning at 3. Drank plenty of coffee, as you can tell. And I've been working, boy. Here's the lesson for the day. What once held this ceiling on the top side, what wasn't seen, is broken. And so now we're supporting it from what's on the underside that is seen. Two scriptures come to my mind. One of them is when Jesus says, "Come to me, all you are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light," right? Whatever you're carrying that has got your roof sagging, Jesus is on the top side. He's pulling from on top. He's up top offering us the support. Like, come to me and I will give you rest. Well, then he also says in Galatians, "Bear ye one another's burdens, and in doing so you will fulfill the law of Christ." That's what happens on the bottom side. So this is us. This is us. Holding each other up. Holding it together. And on the top side is where we could be connected to Christ. Sometimes, listen, this is what's important. Sometimes folks just can't get there. Like my fat butt my fat belly, my butt, I ain't got no butt. My fat belly could not get into that crawl space, which is about 1.5 feet, to tie it to the top. So I had to make adjustments and support it from down here. Sometimes, listen, it ain't because Christ ain't willing, but sometimes people just can't get there. And I know maybe you've never heard that. Maybe you think I'm being, because everybody can come to Jesus. I ain't saying they can't. There is never nobody that don't have access to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. But there are a lot of people that don't believe they got access, that can't get themselves there. They cannot, because of shame and guilt and mistakes and addictions and failures, and they just cannot get. They can't get them. They can't. They're just struggling. They just. Maybe they've been convinced they ain't worthy to get there. Maybe they don't realize that man, that's the ones that need us to be the post, just to be a support within their life, inside. I hope that makes a little sense. I hope you chew on that today. I really do. I hope you chew on that today. I'm gonna clean my mess up. I'm motivated, but I'm not getting in a hurry because I really want to quit redoing a lot of stuff. So I want to do it right, and I want to make my tack room like I like it. I'll keep you up to date. One of my favorite things, Hat Creek sign. Y'all see it? Put it up this morning. Hat Creek. We don't rent pigs. Have a good day.